Other news now, the Darrell Brooks trial went off the rails this morning after a nearly hour-long rant from the defendant. 9 days into this trial, Brooks says he never had time to prepare. Fox 6's Brett Lemoyne live with what sparked this rant today, Brett.
Yeah, Ben, this rant came right after testimony from one of Milwaukee's Dancing Grannies. 4 of her friends were killed when prosecutors say Darrell Brooks drove his SUV through Waukesha's parade.
Where's the injured party? Who's making the claim?
Now, Brooks tried again unsuccessfully to get the case dismissed. Brooks said he can't get a fair trial in Waukesha County. Judge Jennifer Dorrow ended Brooks's 50-minute speech to allow the prosecution to respond. District Attorney Sue Opper reminded the court Brooks, quote, knowingly and willingly insisted on representing himself. Brooks fired his public defenders the week before the trial started. Dorrow wrapped it all up, saying none of Brooks's arguments were based in law or fact. The state so far has called 6 witnesses today. Laura Thien winced watching a video of her friends being hit. She says the impact was so strong it pushed 2 of her friends up onto the sidewalk. 4 died and 3 were hurt.
I looked on the road and all I seen were bodies. I thought I was in a war.
Now, Brooks yesterday filed 13 subpoenas to try and get people to come to the courthouse and testify for his defense. It should be noted that the majority of those people that he subpoenaed were actually on the state's witness list as well. Reporting live in Waukesha, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
Brett, that was like a 50-minute rant from Brooks. Does that go back to this claim that he's made before that he is a sovereign citizen? He's made that kind of an argument before?
Yeah, Judge Jennifer Dorrow said so much, Ben, in court today. Brooks keeps insisting that the court doesn't have jurisdiction over this case. He's saying that the state is an entity and therefore can't bring charges. He keeps asking all of the witnesses if anyone has a claim against him. And this all ties back to that sovereign citizen defense, which admittedly, Ben, so far has been the cornerstone from what we can tell of his defense.
Yeah, that argument says the laws of this country don't apply because you're a sovereign citizen. The federal government has like 1,000% batting percentage over people who've made that argument before. Oftentimes they're tax evaders. We don't often see this in murder trials. All right, Brett, what does this do with the projected timeline of the trial with what's happened in the last couple of days here?
Yeah, so obviously, Ben, we lost an hour today, but we started almost a half hour early, so that's kind of moot. So the judge said, well, we're going to go until about 6 o'clock this evening. And this is all on top. Don't forget, yesterday we had severe weather that cut yesterday's testimony in half. We only had a half day yesterday. So going forward now is still kind of a mystery. The state hopes to wrap its case by Monday, maybe Tuesday, and then Brooks will present his defense.
Yeah, and a big question mark what that will look like. All right, Brett, appreciate it. Thanks. Stay